Buckner, he'll be driven back and sacked. On the blitz, it's Tommy Eichenberg, the co-captain.
For the Notre Dame offensive line, they shifted their offensive line to the left because they saw the potential of pressure. What ends up happening is they slide left, but eventually 35 is able to get through. When the offensive line slid up, it's exactly what Jim Knowles wanted. Everybody to come down, and then you bring 35 wrapped around that, and you're able to get pressure. And zero occasion.
On first down, Kyrie makes a cut, knocked down at the 7. Estime cannot escape the tackle of Eichenberg. They hand it off again, so playing it very cautious. Estime knocked down by Eichenberg. It'll set up 3rd and long.
They're bringing not only are they bringing the linebackers to occupy those linemen, the safeties also. See the backers? Go watch there in the back end. Also, safeties kind of replace those backers. Once those backers fill, not a lot of room to run the ball. Ohio State just anticipating a conservative approach, obviously, from Notre Dame.
They have a bounce back to him. Here's a keeper on the edge. Buckner took a peek downfield. Eichenberg forced him out. Keeper. Buckner, no slide this time, dives into Ohio State territory, trying to get some of the yardage back. Eichenberg stopped him. Buckner picks his way, but they are not going to ignore the quarterback in that situation. Michael Hall Jr., another big play. The offensive PI ruins the drive.
And Tommy Rees deciding to go with a safe route with a quarterback draw, trying to get the Ohio State defense to react to the motion. Hall gets off of his block. The rest of the defense right there, not fooled again by the draw. Eichenberg right there, the leader of that defense.
More on that after first down for the Red Wolves. Stutter step, Lang just had the fair catch on the punt and scoots up to the 30-yard line. That's a 5-yard pickup. So Jim Knowles yesterday said, you know, Tommy's a guy who doesn't say much until he's between the lines, and then he's an excellent communicator and general. He's ready to be seen, but sometimes you got to be heard, and now Tommy Eichenberg is doing that. And on the tunnel screen, big hit on Champ Flemings, who had the 58-yard catch on the last drive. This one is just a 4-yard catch and run and a yard short of the first down for Champ Flemings.
And that's Eichenberg right there. Look at him, change of direction. He recognizes the screen. He gets into pursuit mode and delivers a stunning hit right there. This is what they want to continue to see out of Tommy Eichenberg.
Saw them do this on a 4th and 1, and he handed it off, but this time he'll run on 3rd and 1 and stretch forward, and I don't think he got there. No way. He actually lost about half of a yard because of the presence of Tommy Eichenberg.
And this is a high awareness play. Understanding who's in, knifing in the backfield.
And a running play here from Marcel Murray, and blasted by Josh Proctor and Tommy Eichenberg.
Little slight adjustments along the line of scrimmage. There you go, see that? 35.
Nothing doing. Eichenberg came right up and met him in the chest.
And Tim, what made that play was the slight, subtle movement just pre-snap. That made the difference. And then at that mic position, Tommy Eichenberg, number 35, watch him slide just a little bit. He's standing right there, reading, reacting against a shaded nose who eats up space in the middle of that. And I look at it, you know, Teron Vincent, the nose tackle, eats up 2 blockers, allowing for Eichenberg to get in there and make a play.
Well,
against this.
In trouble. Gets away from it. Ad-libbing now as best he can, and he just dumps it. Gets out of there.
Yeah, man.
And that was a heavy pursuit on the backside from Tommy Eichenberg.
So much confidence in this Jim Knowles defense. He says been playing kind of a zone-type look, playing a heavy dose of man, but now he says, let's work inside and see if we can control these guys in these inside gaps to discourage the run. Wonderful job. Arm over and rip through to create immediate pressure on the quarterback. And that's Ty Hamilton. Does a wonderful job of getting Hamilton. Wonderful job.
Right up the gut. Nothing doing for Kelly. He has 3 carries for -4 yards. I think he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. And it's 3rd down and 6. Just not much there when Eichenberg has you in his sights.
I think Kelly, he's a blanket as far as defensive scheme is concerned.
Stewart. as Stewart, stopped by Eichenberg again. He's always going to be leading the Buckeyes in tackles. You touched on it, Spencer.
The last couple, he's a difference maker in here. They hand the ball to Garendo. Does he get the corner? No. Nice pursuit to the edge by Tommy Eichenberg.
But really, you saw a lot of Ohio State defenders there running to the football. Look at this team pursuit. Guys getting off blocks. There's young Styles. Sonny Styles, 20. He didn't make the tackle, but he sure helped slow him down. Avalanche set in early. Wisconsin needs to avoid that.
Garendo trying to avoid the swarming Buckeye defense, and Eichenberg again invading the backfield. They've got him for about a 6-yard loss.
But this defensive line has been challenged to get some penetration, and they are taking their orders. Good job of getting off blocks, getting slippery. Vincent makes a play. There's the middle linebacker we talked about a little bit earlier. Eichenberg getting in as well. Jackson
emerged tonight for 64 passing yards. All of them have been short. Allen, nice open field tackle. I'd say Tommy Eichenberg's played an outstanding game, really from the first series.
Yeah, I mean, he's usually known last year as more of a box, kind of traditional Mike linebacker that could thump you in the run game between the tackles. And I think this system with Jim Knowles has asked him to do that much more, and there's a comfort level there. Just seems to be playing a lot faster and roaming around.
Meanwhile, 2nd down and 10 for the Scarlet Knights. That's out to Crookshank, former Wisconsin Badger. Simon going to try to take off. Nowhere to go. Coming up, Tommy Eichenberg, the captain of that Buckeye defense, to stop him in his tracks. And another punt coming up for Rutgers.
Eichenberg wasn't fooled by the quarterback draw. Again, a safe play call. Rutgers made the right move there, but Eichenberg just right there on the line of scrimmage, aware of everything that's going on.
So can Rutgers now turn that momentum into points? A short run for Al-Shadi Salam, a gain of 3.
Bourne on the move, directing traffic downfield, and will run it, but he'll be hit right at the line. That's Eichenberg in the open field, top tackler on this defense.
That's a tough thing to do when you're a middle linebacker. Watch him here look and feel the crosser. So he's kind of sitting out in space. He knows that tight end's coming around. Watch him turn his body. He's in coverage. Then he comes back and makes a play in the open field.
Captain of this defense, proving a lot of people wrong. Kirk, as you know, he was criticized last year. Thorne under pressure. He'll be dropped. Ohio State and Jim Knowles dialed up, and Eichenberg was a terrific pass rusher. Gets home.
They bring a look. This is what Jim Knowles is known for. You have Eichenberg here, but watch on the inside the quickness of Michael Hall, 51. I mean, he is a powerful, quick man. He gets in there. You also have the linebacker blitz. If Jim Knowles gets you to 3rd and long, he will dial it up. A lot of different ways to create confusion.
Pump fake, and now a slant, and it's dropped in traffic. Tried to get the ball to Malik Carr, the transfer from Purdue, and they're saying he caught it and fumbled it, so it's a turnover. Didn't think he held it long enough, but they're going to call it a turnover. Ronnie Hickman.
Well, look like Eichenberg, the middle linebacker. Watch him right here. I never thought he had possession of the ball. I mean, it looked like he was bobbling it the entire time until it came out. Bill, what do you see there? Look at the ball. Maybe
there's no way.
I have an incomplete pass.
Oh, there's no way. That's a catch.
He lost the ball immediately. Went to the ground. Incomplete pass.
And that's the way it looked to the eye.
That's good to hear.
It's good news, and certainly great news on Mangum. We appreciate the professionalism, the cautious approach that the entire Michigan State medical staff took. That's why they do it.
Here's Petrus under pressure, gets it away, and incomplete. Dangerous play. Tommy Eichenberg, Johnny on the spot. And that will force the Hawkeyes to punt.
Well, what you're going to see here from Eichenberg, watch his eyes right away go to the throw spot. Immediately his eyes go over to the tight end, and Sam Laporta is the guy Iowa wants to throw the ball to. He's the one that has to have a great game, and there you see the pressure as well right after the throw. Eichenberg knows the scouting report, knows where they want to go with the ball.
And they'll reverse it, fools nobody. Bruce dropped immediately. Zach Harrison. And that's a loss of 3 on 3rd down and 3.
I tell you, the recognition right here, I want you to watch Eichenberg. This guy understands what's going on. He's hopping over to that side before the ball is ever given to Arlen Bruce. He knows that Bruce is the jet sweep man. This is a guy that understands football.
The 46. And Williams corralled and dropped Tommy Eichenberg. That's a loss of 2, and they say so many good things about Tommy Eichenberg, the middle linebacker.
Yeah, he's been great, and his leadership won, Gus, and then his play on the field. You know, he comes into this week with 50 tackles already on the season, a couple of sacks, and there he just gets inside the block of the right tackle, Connor Colby, and he's in the backfield for a tackle for loss.
Set at the 13. Petrus delivers. Intercepted again. Ohio State's Eichenberg, touchdown. Tommy Eichenberg with the pick 6. And Ohio State goes up 25-10.
Well, I got no idea what Petrus is looking at. It almost is like he expects a totally different route, but it's just a check down from his back. You're going to see the back come out number 4, and it's almost like he's just throwing. I don't know where he's looking, what he's throwing to, who he's throwing. There's nobody behind him. Eichenberg is there, perfect position, and he's able to pick that off and get into the end zone.
First and 10 at the 35 for Penn State. Singleton around the corner. He's gobbled up quickly. He's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tommy Eichenberg there to meet him.
Well, you got to get.
Sean Clifford drops it off underneath Strange, and Strange tackled immediately. Nice job by Tommy Eichenberg to drop him in space after a 5-yard gain.
Boy, Eichenberg plays so hard. He's just always near the football.
5 for Penn State. Katron Allen looking. Allen with a good run. Tommy Eichenberg brings him down, but he'll gain 6 yards.
3rd down and 8. They set up a screen. Hull is down short of the first down at the 35-yard line. Run down by number 35, Tommy Eichenberg, who kind of lost against what Tuli Molowau did last week. He had 15 tackles at Penn State, Eichenberg's career high. They send Sullivan in motion again. It's Evan Hull, and the Buckeyes not fooled that time. Tommy Eichenberg says that's enough of that nonsense, and drop the play for a loss back to the 26.
Yeah, a little bit more aggressive this time. Here's Eichenberg. He's going to blitz. It's a run blitz. They're anticipating run, and there's no one to account for him. And he does a nice job making the play in the backfield.
Effectively using the Wildcat, and Brendan Sullivan got knocked around at the 46. They need 7 on 3rd down. Tommy Eichenberg, another tackle. Brother Lee. Right now, no raindrops. Makes Molly and those in attendance here happy. Evan Hull on 1st down. Got 2. To go to Northwestern as an early enrollee. Stopped in his tracks. Andrew Clare by Tommy Eichenberg. On state, you want every award you can win. There's Malik Washington. Swung down at the 46-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 8. They've converted a couple of 3rd downs. Tommy Eichenberg made the tackle.
Dexter Williams in the game.
On 2nd and 3, here's the pitch. And Tommy Eichenberg comes up and makes the play. Here's a young man that's really starting to stand out for Ohio State on defense.
Well, watch how fast he diagnoses the play, and then he's in the backfield. You know, this guy is one of the great run stoppers in college football, and it's because of that commitment and the quick diagnosis. He's able to get into the backfield quickly, even when he's not blitzing.
On Williams with the handoff, and this time Ohio State's ready. Tommy Eichenberg brings down Shivers.
Watch him just react. I mean, he's out of there. The offensive line has no chance to get up to the 2nd level because he just beats them to the hole, and it's based on recognition. You know, this guy diagnoses the play as well as anybody out there. And
2nd and 6. They run option. Talia keeps it himself. It'll be 3rd and 5 as he was taken down by Eichenberg. Him orbit around the back. Talia trying to run, but he's taken down by Eichenberg. Tommy Eichenberg He is number 1 in the Big Ten in solo tackles, and he comes up big there on 3rd down. The 6th tackle for loss for the Buckeyes.
And I think this play was really to kind of set up a 4th down possibility. They tried to go with a little quarterback power, but nobody, just a bust by the right side of the offensive line. Spencer Anderson, 54, I think was supposed to go to Eichenberg.
Russ, that'll tell our kids a little something. Maybe they got the message at halftime after Maryland came out and gave everything they could. Eichenberg with a nice play defensively on Hemby.
As an extra tight end.
3rd and goal. Stacked up, driven back. Tommy Eichenberg filling that hole. He is.
McCarthy throwing it off 1st down. Bounces out of the pocket. And he'll deliver, incomplete. Tommy Eichenberg chasing. This does. 2nd down and 8. Michigan running it again with C.J. Stokes. Blake Corum with the heart of a lion and a heart of gold as well. Tommy Eichenberg with the tackle. 3rd down and 1 at the 34. They give it to him straight ahead. I don't think he'll get it. That Ohio State defense tightening up. Tommy Eichenberg playing with 2 broken thumbs. The leading tackler for the Buckeyes plugs up that hole.
These linebackers flying in. Watch Steele Chambers and Eichenberg coming from that 2nd level, and they're unblocked. They're able to scrape in there, and they're the ones that contact and tackle Mullings, who could not get his momentum going. That is a huge stop for the Buckeye defense.
And Ohio State uses their first timeout here in the 1st half. 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff. Edwards, and he'll go nowhere. Nicely defended by Ohio State. Tommy Eichenberg, or Tommy Two Thumbs, as you called him, Joe Clapp.
Yeah, he's coming in there rocking. Watch the ball handling, though. Look at Edwards, almost dropped it. Remember, he's suffering from that hand injury as well and is playing with a cast. And the ball security there on 2nd down was not what he wanted. And there's Tommy Two Thumbs coming in the backfield with a great tackle.
McCarthy looking, checks it down. Donovan Edwards, and he won't go anywhere. Tommy Two Thumbs, baby. Tommy Eichenberg.
This guy is one of the best linebackers in America. Having a great season in there. Terrific pass coverage out on the outside. Watch, he's coming from the right side of your screen. He's all over Donovan Edwards. Man coverage again from Ohio State, and they tried to dump it off to their back. Edwards, who's explosive out of the backfield, but Edwards had nowhere to go because of Tommy Eichenberg.
And the handoff straight ahead to Edwards. He runs into a pile led by Eichenberg. 4:18 to go. They'll run it again with Edwards. A 6-yard gain. Michigan